Let's put. Break it over. Lock down. Welcome in the room to each and every one of you. Brace it over. Lock down. Good to have you folks here with us tonight. Pace and power. We're happy that each and every one of you are here with us, folks. You're going to want to share the live. You're going to want to smash that emoji button, folks. There is so much trouble in the world. So much happening on our end. Go ahead, folks. Don't waste no time. Share the damn live. Lock down. Smash that emoji button, folks. And let me go down the road. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Be fired up, guys. And we are ready to go. Is y'all want to be back here now? Somebody on the shop? I'm ready to go in the ring, folks. We're ready. We're fired up. Good, folks. Wherever you're joining us from, we're fired up. And we are ready to go. Lock down. We are ready to go. Charles Nelson, lock down. Coretta Mingo, lock down. Colvis by now, we're ready to go. We're fired up, good folks. Welcome in the ring wherever you're joining us from. Welcome, lock down. Let's fight. Good to have each and every one of you. Wilton Blue, I see Karen Clark, I see Erwin Don Cook. The whole team is here tonight. Technicians, how we sounding out there? Good to have each and every one of you here with us, folks. We are fired up. We went in search of content for you folks because we love you all. GT Road Girl, how you doing? I ain't seen a long time. Radam, Paul Bowen, Monica Farrier, Deborah Sharona Lynch, and all the folks who are joining us. We are happy that you guys are here. We're fired up. We're ready to go. We got the fight card set. We got the fight card set, good folks. And we are happy. We are delighted that each and every one of you are here with us. Stay on. Unica Lyte, Carol Jonas, Abigail Semple. Good to have you here, Shauna Fortune. I see Mabel Schultz. Paul Bourne is here. Pace and power, Paul. Good to have you and all the other folks who are joining us this evening. We are happy to have you all. And then, folks, we got a lot to get through tonight. We got a lot to get through. So much trouble in the world. So much trouble, folks, in the world. We want to show you a couple of the things we are tracking tonight, and it's really just a couple. We got the fight card set. Bam! 2 issues. 2 issues. That's how we tracking tonight. 2 issues. Good folks. We trust that you are well. We trust that you all are good. We're fired up. We're ready to go. And we trust that you wonderful, beautiful folks. It's the same for y'all. There's a couple things we follow. It's not plenty. It's a couple. The chairman at Region 4, the Regional Democratic Council, Daniel Seeram, he got a lot on his plate. He got a lot. Seeram, he got a political fight on his hand there. And then this teacher from Huston Secondary School, Miss Semple. Miss Semple had a fight on her hand as well, folks. That's the fight card. That is the fight card tonight. Who vex lose? Who vex? Good to have each and every one of you here with us, folks. Good to have each and every one of you here. We're fired up, guys. We're ready to go. And we trust that you folks are as well. That's the fight card right there. GT Root Girl, Volme, Morna, and all the other folks. Diane, Dion, Bernadette, Marcel, Daniel, Sheila Boy Channel. Good night, each and every one of you. Candy say no reach. Good to have you folks. Daniel Seeram, the chairman of Region 4. The chairman of Region 4, he got a political fight in his hand. You know what? Because we've articulated here for you guys what the regional executive officer tried to do. Among other things, there's stuff that he has done that are egregious. Allegedly, there's stuff that he has done that, some great infractions to the council. And they took the decision as a council. They articulated those reasons and they passed a no confidence motion against the regional executive officer. Today at council, they passed a motion to remove him from office. That went down there at the Regional Democratic Council, Region 4, and that's the opener tonight. Take a look and take a listen. We spoke to the chairman after the proceedings. That's the opener. The chairman, Daniel Seeram. Take a look, good folks. Please and thank you. And take a listen. The chairman of Region 4, Captain Daniel Seeram, a very good evening and welcome to the program. You had a no confidence motion at the RDC level. This is Regional Democratic Council number 4 against the REO. Tell us a little bit about how that went. What was the purpose of that motion? And on the heels of that, today, the RDC had another motion that was passed against the REO. Talk to us a little bit about that.
Good evening, Sharon, and thank you for having me on your show. Good evening to our viewers and our listeners as well. It's always a pleasure to be on your show, especially to bring clarity and to let the public know exactly what is going on. Rightfully, as you said, the Regional Democratic Council, Demerara Mahika Region number 4, moved a successful no confidence motion against the former clerk of council and REO, Mr. Donald Gadraj, at our statutory meeting in February 2023. Today, we would have had our statutory meeting for the month of March 2023. And today, also, another motion was submitted. The details of this motion would have been to have Mr. Gadraj removed from office immediately, hand over all properties and all materials belonging, all resources belonging to the region to the Deputy Regional Executive Officer. This is a move that was taken because we would have seen that between the no confidence motion and this statutory meeting, although we would have notified the Minister of Local Government and Regional Development, would have notified the Attorney General, we would have notified the Auditor General, we would have notified the Chairman of the National Procurement and Tender Administration Board, the Finance Secretary, among some other government officials of what had transpired at our region, and also furnish them with a resolution that was successfully passed by the councillors of the region, expressing our dissatisfaction and disappointment in the performance of the REO, the malpractices coming out of his performance at the region. This motion today basically places in the public domain that we don't want him here anymore. We have given the government enough time to act on the matter. And failure by the government to act on the matter, we are responsible to the people, and we have taken the further steps to have him removed from the office by way of the motion that was successfully passed by a majority today in our council meeting.
Excellent. You've talked about some of the things that some of the infractions that the REO has been guilty of. Break that down for us, for the average person who may not have been following all of the ins and outs of the RDC4. Talk to us about that.
Well, since Mr. Gadraj would have come to the region on January 11, 2021, from that time to now, to present, we would have had quite a number of malfeasance done by Mr. Gadraj, in which all were documented, recorded, put into the public sphere, right, and even sent to the Ministry of Local Government and Regional Development. I must say that every single thing that we have written to the Ministry of Local Government and Regional Development has not been acknowledged, nor have we gotten any response from it, which speaks volumes as to what they see coming out of the region. You know, as a side note, I should say that today a PPP councillor during the debate of this motion stood and basically articulated to the councillors that the REO, the former REO, Mr. Donald Gadraj, is actually a political appointee, which you know, as much as we politicians know that he is appointed politically, we look forward to some sort of decorum, some sort of professionalism in terms of dealing with his work. Over the years, we would have found that he was you know, the mastermind behind a couple moves to undermine the council and to remove powers from the council and place those powers in his hands, one of which is the regional budget. In 2021, when we went to create that budget, we were told that the budget was submitted without even passing through the council, which was absurd. You know, thinking back about those times, it was very dark. And seeing where we are now, it was only this was only coming and in the making for a long time. That budget, I would have articulated it to the Ministry of Local Government and Regional Development through the PS and the Minister, to the Ministry of Finance, that is the head of the budget, the Director of Budget, the finance secretary and the minister of finance, and also copied it to the president at that time in terms of how they submitted a budget without passing it through the council, and that would have been the duly elected officials. Fast forward to 2022, we would have found a number of other issues coming up between 2021 to 2022. Some of those issues were, the REO, right? When he's not sitting as clerk of council, he's the REO in between the statutory meetings. So he carries out the functions of the council. And we would have found that we've been undermining the standing committees and other statutory committees of the region by not providing them with the information that they needed to go out, and not providing them with the human resource and other resources that they needed to go out and do their jobs. For example, the Works Committee was not provided with bill of quantities or contracts or contractors. So when the Work Committee met to go out and actually visit, they were ill-equipped to do so, right? And this leads to questions of corruption coming into play also. The Finance Committee, many a times when the meeting is called, we never got a meeting, either because one, of quorum, or two, because the secretary was not coming, because the REO that is quoted by the secretary saying she was not given the approval by the REO to come nor release public financial documents to the committee. And similar with the Health Committee and other committees within the region, specifically also with National and Other Events Committee, which events were planned and approved by that committee. It was also approved by the statutory meeting of the council. And then when it's actually time to do the execution of these events, we would have found that the REO would have arbitrarily changed the programs or change who's speaking and so, which is a no-no. This is the democracy we're living in. The REO is an appointee in this region. We are the elected officials of this region. At no point in time does the clerk supersede the council. And we would have found that we got reports of checks being paid from areas within the RDC, which they were not supposed to be paid from. Some of these things are allegations in which I would have written to external institutions asking them to investigate it. So I'm not here just only speaking on matters which were brought to the council, but allegations that were brought to the council in which we would have written to external institutions asking them for audits and investigations to be done. The current morale of our region is at an all-time low because of the bullyism and the vile way that the REO would have been treating staff throughout the region. This is something that was reported to my office on countless times. However, I'm not at liberty to release the names of those staff for fear of victimization by them. What we see happening here is an environment not conducive to progression, not conducive to development. It is somewhat of a dictatorship that has now been brought to an end by the council. And we look forward to the REO doing the honorable thing and vacating the office and vacating the offices of accounting officer, of clerk of council, regional executive officer, accounting officer, and chairman of the regional tender board, right, to make ways for somebody who can serve the region better and to bring relief, assistance, and further development to all of our citizens. Likewise, how my councillors and I take the time out of our day to ensure that everyone in the region is doing well. We expect the same from the officer who is entrusted with our resources to carry out the functions that we, as a council, hereby instruct him and pass by council to him. And we have found that that is the fundamental reason here. Mr. Gadraj has been given many instructions by the council in which he has never carried out or has played ignorant to. So this step here, by having him removed, is actually very refreshing to the region. We can find that the region will be re-energized. We await the appointment of a new REO. We hope that the Ministry of Local Government and Regional Development doesn't arbitrarily put somebody in place. Although we have said that the deputy REO should hold the position in the interim, I believe that we should find somebody who is suitable, right? Who wants to build this one Guyana, that mantra that is being floated around the place. Because currently at Region 4, we're not having one Guyana, we're just having one judge. And that is no more. And I thank my counselors, my brave counselors who stood up with me today and who have been standing with me to provide, the necessary relief, assistance, or further development. Apart from the motion that was moved today, many aspects were brought forward in terms of finances and how monies are spent and how monies are awarded in the region. And we're having too many questions rather than answers. And we're finding that this officer is getting away from answering it because he feels that he is more powerful than the powers that be that are in the region. And we sincerely remind him, right, that he's a creature and a servant of the council. And the council now hereby exercises its power, its due right, right, by instructing him to leave the region, right, so that we can have progress and development reigning throughout.
That being said, Mr. Chairman, you mentioned the issue of finances. One of the things we keep hearing is that there is an unaccounted $9 billion spending by the region. Could you talk to us a little bit about that?
Well, that is the main question here, Sharon. When we started the year, every time we had tried to hold a meeting for the finance committee to find out or to get an update on it, we're oftentimes met with just 2 pages of finances. Something showing a percentage of what was spent for current and capital, and something just showing a breakdown of what was spent as per program area. And that's a broad brush. That's unacceptable. So here we have $9 billion that was spent, over $9 billion that was spent for 2022, that the council doesn't know exactly how these monies were spent. And we took a decision on it, and we are awaiting the Auditor General, right, and the Ministry of Finance to carry out their investigation and furnish us with a copy of that audited report so that we can see exactly what has been going on in Region 4.
So you have submitted a request for an audit?
Yes. The request for the audit has been submitted. Sharon, I can share with you all of the soft copy of all of the requests so you can share with our viewers afterwards so that they can see how long ago I've written to these public officers as well. And on to now, I haven't gotten any response. And with no response coming from the government, we have a response today coming from the council.
Wow, extraordinary. Mr. Chairman, we know you're quite busy and you're on call 24 hours. Permit us a final question. Now that you will have a vacuum created here, what happens in the interim? Do you anticipate any hiccups in terms of moving the work of the council forward? We know that the REO, though subject to the council, is the administrative head for the region. How do you move forward with the programs of the region?
Well, needless to say, what happens, the region will continue to function. But it's a good question you raised there, Sharon, because right now I'm quite worried by the sentiments echoed by a PPP councillor in the former REO and clerk being a political appointee. And that basically states that if he is there, then he would be currently still usurping the powers of the council and doing anything that he wants as his willy-nillys, right? And it is something very daunting, and we will be taking legal action if he does not do the right thing and vacate the office. Because we must bring some amount of sanity back to Region 4. We must bring some amount of transparency and accountability back to Region 4.
Mr. Chairman, like a pastor, allow me a finally. The issue of the no confidence motion, the issue of this removal motion here for the REO, have you anticipated the REO perhaps ignoring both of the motions and showing up for council meetings as per normal? Is there a next step?
If that is happening, Shara, then it shows the hands that the REO is inept and incompetent of holding the position that he is being bestowed with. We have laws that govern the practices and govern the RDC. And in those laws, once you read them, they're not there for our convenience, but they're there to guide us. And if he still continues to do so, then legal actions will be taken to the sternest.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman, for your time and for bringing clarity to these issues for us. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Sharon. Thank you to your viewers. God bless you all. I know we're in a period of fasting. So I would like to please, Sharon, if you permit me, Shubh Navratri to our Hindu brothers and sisters, Ramadan Kareem to our Muslim brothers and sisters. I know we still have our Christian brothers and sisters who are still on Lent. And, when we look at towards when we are fasting, it's to clear the mind, right? To have to gain back a focus. And I invite the divine light into the lives of all who are going through these processes. And may the good Lord bless us all. Thank you, Cheryl.
Good folks, that was the opener. We wanted you to have all the thoughts of Chairman Daniel Seeram after that motion to root out Donald Gadbraj from that office. I want to share all of that with you. And that was the opener. Good folks, that was the opener. Well, we're going right to the 592. We're rolling. We're going right to the 592. Thank you, Chairman Seeram, for speaking with us. We're right in the 592, folks. Today at Huston Secondary School. Miss Semple, teacher Semple, was allegedly assaulted by a parent and a teacher. A parent and a teacher. She was assaulted by, folks, it was chaos and confusion. Chaos and confusion. Folks, them boys telling me, we're not going into it unless the folks share the live so that others get valid, credible information as well. You're going to want to get the popcorn, folks. You're going to want to get what you need to get. And Uncle Down, share the damn live. Smash that emoji button, folks, and let me go down the road. We got to go down the road, good folks. There we back. Share the damn live. Smash that emoji button. We're fired up. And we are ready to go, and we trust that you guys are as well. You're fired up. Share the live. Smash that emoji button. Having faith. Brace it over. You're going to need to brace it over, folks. Strap in yourself. If you're strapped in, folks, I want the hashtag. Brace it over, folks. Share the damn live. Carol Williams, I share. I hope you have more. Y'all like Carol. I hope more of you are like Carol. I hope more of you are like Carol. Folks, if you're set, you're fired up, and you're ready to go, brace it over, please. I want the hashtag. I want the hashtag. We want the hashtag, good folks. We want the hashtag. If you're ready, you're set, and you share the live. Don't come wrong with funny. Share, share, share the damn live. You all know how we go to the extras. How we go to the extras to get the information for you guys. Valid, credible information for you folks. Come on, folks. Share the live. Smash that emoji button. We love you guys. We love our community here. Share the damn live. Smash that emoji button, folks. And let me go down the road. You better strap in. Yeah, I hope your stomach good. Seymour George, Basil, Michael Reed. I hope your stomach good. Debbie Collins, Paulette Greaves, Wayne Bob, Vanilla Garnett, Rhonda Gordon, Roxanne Galloway. Folks, you better say a prayer for the school. You better say a prayer for the school. Nicole Cole said, brace it over. Brace it over. We even spoke to teacher Semple, Miss Semple, who was assaulted there, folks. But you're going to want to brace it over. If you share the live already, come on. Put in the comment section, share it. Let me know to move on. You're holding me back. Don't hold me back, folks. We're fired up tonight, and we're ready to go. Some of y'all chinksing, you know. Some of y'all depping it. Some of y'all depping it. Folks, let's have a go at it. Let me show you what happened at that school today. Huston Secondary School. It was chaos, and it was confusion down there at the Huston Secondary School. Put on your seatbelt, strap yourselves in, take a look, folks, and take a listen.
Yes. Miss Benz don't call HM. What people happen now? Miss Gentle, stop the man. Miss Gentle, stop. Miss Gentle, stop. Lock it up somewhere. Miss Gentle, stop the man. Miss Gentle, what's happening? Fabio. Miss Gentle, come on, man. Come on. Miss Gentle, stop the man. Miss Gentle, stop the man. Oh, fuck, bye. Oh, God. Miss Gentle. Excuse me. I don't call the police. I already called the
Folks, if it went by too fast, you're gonna say, rewind. Folks, you saw there, they're telling us it was the parent who drew forth blood, as they say, and assaulted the teacher, and then the son stepped in. But Miss Gentle wasn't having it. Miss Gentle was not having it. You share the live yet? You smash the emoji button, Carol Smith. You share the live yet? Brace it over, folks. Brace it over. You share the damn live. You smash the emoji button. You just want backing up, but you don't want to do nothing every time. Come on, folks. Share the damn live. Smash that emoji button for us. Take another look because we love you, folks. Take another listen to how it went down, folks, at the Huston Secondary School just today.
Miss Benz don't call HM. What people happen now? Miss Gentle, stop the man. Miss Gentle, stop. Miss Gentle, stop. Lock it up somewhere. Miss Gentle, stop the man. Miss Gentle, what's happening? Fabio. Miss Gentle, come on, man. Come on. Miss Gentle, stop the man. Miss Gentle, stop the man. Oh, fuck, bye. Oh, God. Miss Gentle. Excuse me. I don't call the police. I already.
Folks, I don't know. We don't know if that's how teachers have to go to school now strapped. We don't know if that's how teachers are being forced to go to school strapped and ready. And we're not certain of all of the opinions out there, but clearly, Miss Gentle was single and ready to mingle. She wasn't having it. She was not having it. And folks, we were down there at the Ruimveldt Police Station where both Miss Gentle and the alleged aggressor were detained at the Ruimveldt Police Station. That's the jurisdiction for Huston Secondary School, right up on the east bank there. They were detained. That's what we heard. And we had them there. We had it down there at the Ruimveldt Police Station. We want to bring you as well some of what we saw down on that side. You see, some of y'all you want to share the damn light and smash the emoji button, but you want valid, credible information, eh? Lucky we sorry for y'all tonight. Look, some of what we saw down there. Some of what we saw, good folks, at the Ruimveldt Police Station as we went down there. Take another look, or take a look rather, and take a listen. The Ruimveldt Police Station. Folks, we're outside of the Ruimveldt Police Station. There are a number of teachers who have gathered out here. A number of them, one of their colleagues have been detained because there has yet been another assault on a teacher at a secondary school. And we are out here as well underground, and we're going to try to get a sense from them what is happening here this afternoon. We were even made to understand that the teacher has been detained while the alleged aggressor has gone. So we want to know what is happening here, because over the last week, we've seen some stuff happening at secondary school there in Region 5, Fort Wellington. We saw at Harmony Secondary School in Linden an assault on teachers and students, assault on a teacher there in Region 5. And in the weeks before that. So there's a lot going on in the educational system that we really want to get a sense of what is happening. A number of teachers here. We see also Attorney at Law Darren Wade is here as well. And we're going to get a sense from the folks underground here precisely what is happening. The teachers have come to show solidarity with their colleagues, with their colleague, and a number of them have expressed concerns to us, and we're going to try to bring some of that to you. Again, we're outside of the Ruimveldt Police Station. We've been made to understand that the Minister of Education is also here, and she's on the inside trying to see what role she can play in this situation. Again, a number of teachers are on the ground here, and they have come out to show solidarity with their colleague who has been detained. And a number of them have already told me that they are already indicating, in their opinion, the teacher was standing her ground and defending her space. Some of them have said they are fed up, and something must be done to stem this new trend. The assault on teachers in schools. We're outside of the Ruimveldt Police Station in West Ruimveldt, and we have had an issue with a teacher and the parent during the course of the day at one of our schools. We have the General Secretary of the Guyana Teachers Union with us. She's going to give us some context to what's happening here.
Sherrod, you know, this seems to be the new medicine of the day. And so today we had a new episode where a parent attacked a teacher at Huston Secondary School. The teacher there, after noticing there was some back and forth talking with them with regards to how the child is behaving, the parent got angry, and so the parent decided that she was going to get physical. So she was pointing her hands in the teacher's face. She hid the teacher's spectacles off of her face. And so the teacher asked her to move aside. Just step in the corner. Your issue is going to be addressed at a later time by the headmaster, the deputy, whoever was going to address the issue. However, the parent was so annoyed that she attempted to apparently scramble the teacher. And the teacher warded her off by pushing her away. After she scrambled the teacher pushed her off. That led to her son now attacking, who's a student, attacking the teacher. The teacher, fearing for her life, she ran to another classroom.
I mean, but was this at a secondary school?
At a secondary school, Huston Secondary School. And so there was this back and forth. The parents scrambled the teacher, and there was this confrontation between the teacher and the parent. But the thing here today is the police were called in. Both the teacher and the parent, they went to the hospital because they both are showing signs of injury, because you had a cutlass into play and a piece of wood and a piece of iron bar and all of that. And so after returning from the station, the teacher was informed by the sergeant station, the station sergeant, I think his name is Mr. Griffith, who informed the teacher that she would be placed under arrest and escorted to East Independence Police Station. And so she inquired why. And he said to her he got instructions from his superior. On us inquiring, we recognize that his superior is Commander McBean. And so we are here in support of our teacher, because this is, as of today, the 17th teacher who would have been attacked by parents, who would have been attacked by students. Are we going to wait for a teacher to lie motionless on the floor before we do something about it?
This is the 17th teacher in the history of the GTU?
Not in the history of the GTU, but in a 3 or 4 years period. This is the 17th teacher to have been attacked. We have seen just last week 2 teachers being attacked. You know what happened? They were placed on bail. But this afternoon, we are being told that our teacher is going to be arrested and escorted to the East Independence Police Station, because this was an instruction that came from the commander, Mr. McBean. We will stand here and we are going to ensure that even if the president has got to leave wherever he is to come here, that our teacher will not be placed in custody. This is overbearing, it's disgusting, and it's disgraceful and disrespectful. We can't handle any more of this. Our teachers are committed to what they do. And in return, this is what they get. Slaps from parents, burst head, burst face, choke, lash with wood, lash with sticks. Somebody's going to get chopped just now. We can't afford that.
It's just extraordinary what's happening in the education sector, especially where these, as you rightly pointed out, it seems to be an escalation in the assault on teachers. What do you think might be driving that?
You know, the thing is, we have a broken system, and unless we fix the broken pieces, we will continue to have these kinds of nonsense. In addition to that, we have parents who feel empowered, because as far as they are concerned, the ministry who sent out to them to say corporal punishment must not be administered in school, and if it were to be administered, then it must be administered by a head teacher or a teacher that is being supervised by a head teacher. And so parents feel, and students and pupils feel, that they have a right to do all kinds of things. In other instances, you have to, corporal punishment is a last resort. So you issue letters of suspension for 3 days. And you keep issuing letters upon letters upon letters, and the students come back even more empowered. And that is what is causing the issue, because rather than dealing with the child who is misbehaving, many times we see them go to welfare, and we see them go to this fair or that fair, and the children return to schools empowered. And they have numbers for welfare officers who will tell them, if the teacher look at you too hard, send us a message, do this, do that. And there is no way, it seems as if there's no means of fixing the problem. So it seems very soon that the students now and the pupils, they're going to be considered teachers, and our teachers will now become the students. So parents can walk in, beat up on them. Students can walk in, beat up on them if you talk a little loud to them or you scold them for something that they do. Parents and students will take matters into their own hands. If we don't stop this today, it will continue.
Yeah, certainly not a trend we want to continue. Thanks for sharing your thoughts with us, General Secretary.
Thank you so much.
Good. Miss Semple, good afternoon. Another teacher has been assaulted in the school system. Talk to us about what is happening.
I wish I understood what was happening. To
too many times. This is the fourth teacher. This is the third month in the year, the fourth teacher. So we're not going nice at all. I think the parents and students are being empowered to do what they're doing because they aren't consequences. For me, the penalties for these acts are a slap on the wrist. And because persons are not being dealt with condignly, they are being empowered to continue this act. And teachers, as you can see today, teachers are fed up. Teachers aren't taking it anymore, right? Teachers aren't taking it anymore. So that's not the part that we want to take. You understand? We want the law to deal with these issues. And because the law is not dealing with issues, Miss reacted how she reacted today because she had to protect herself. At the end of the day, self-preservation is a must.
Give us a sense of what you... Are you part of the same school where the...
No, I'm not a part of the same.
Give us a sense of what you heard transpired at the school.
Well,
The teacher's reaction.
well, Miss space was invaded, Miss felt threatened, and Miss responded in the like manner. Miss defended herself, and rightly so, right? And rightly so, because anything could have happened to Miss there if probably Miss has not defended herself.
And how do you kind of reconcile the turn of events with Miss being the one who is detained and the aggressor or the alleged aggressor has gone?
I really wouldn't want to say that is how society views us as teachers, but all evidence is leading me to say that. I mean, we are the molders of the nation's children. We are responsible. We are the main factor responsible for growth and development in this country, and we are treated as the bottom of the barrel, last class citizens. So it's not surprising. It's not surprising at all.
Miss, you in the system.
Yes, sir.
How do we fix this?
Penalties, a $5,000 fine, a $15,000 fine wouldn't work because parents are willing to pay that $15,000 fine and come back again. You understand? Or any person who is found assaulting, whether student or teacher, should be given the full force of the law, and the penalty should be harsher than that. Some community work, they should be made to come back to the same school and give up their service. Let the people see, let the students see them working in the same environment. Let them come and clean up. You know, and put them to shame. You understand? Put them to shame. They pass through the court system. One of their penalties should be that they need to give community service to the same area that they went to create these confusions.
Excellent. Thank you so much for your thoughts. Miss, a very good afternoon. What is happening in the school system? Talk to us.
All right, I must identify myself. I'm Ms. Williams. I'm the first Vice President of the Guyana Teachers Union. There has been a rise in violence against teachers within the school system. It has been going on for quite some time now. All we're hearing is that we have the support of those at the education. We have the support of our Minister of Education. But what we're not hearing or what we're not being engaged with formally is what plans do we have to tackle what is going on. From the teacher's perspective, we are feeling as if we're in a broken system, a system of one which no one cares about us, right? Because it's evident here today, all the other assault cases on teachers, where the teachers suffer the blunt of the blow, the parent would have been placed on bail. And we would have been all the witness from the station to the health center, back to the station, only to hear that Miss should be detained. And we want to know detained for what? Persons are murdering and they're going on bail. Miss must be detained for representing herself if someone is in our space. You know, we need to have systems in place and not just talking about, okay, we're with you, and have some plan that tackles the indisciplined behavior in school when it comes to teachers. We already cannot discipline them physically. But what is there? So just go to the welfare officer when there is a problem and that solves it. That doesn't solve it. It's deeper than that. And all stakeholders need to come together. We need to have a plan to tackle this.
Excellent. Could you tell us what may have been the extent of the injuries of the teacher who was involved?
Well, what I can say about Miss Semple is that...
Physical or emotional?
Well, it's both physical and emotional. Who knows, Miss knows that she's always very emotional, passionate about her job and so forth. She's also caring. She would have had her spectacles broken She would have had some scratches to her, I think it's chest, because she received a hit in the chest. She was hit in the face when the spectacles was grabbed from her face. So to that extent, in terms of physical, that is what I know of, because I do not know what the medical states, because I did not engage Miss after the medical. But before that is what I know. Emotionally, I think emotional in the education system because we recognize that we are not being treated fairly no how. When we talk about whether it is financially, whether it is talking about being physical, the children being physical with us, so I think that it's an emotional blow, not for missing ourselves, but the entire education fraternity.
Is this a phase we're in? Is this the new norm? And like, how do we go from here? Because, you know, you've underscored the fact this seems to be an escalation in this kind of behavior.
Yes, there is. I wouldn't say it's the new norm, but the escalation, yes. And I think my personal opinion why this is so is because there is no proper system put in place to deal with indisciplined behavior on the children's behalf. Everything is stone cold for teachers. Everything, every time a teacher does something, there is a rule that deals with discipline of teachers, steps to follow. So when it comes to the children, oh, you log them, you make a log entry, or you refer them to the welfare officer, and then what? Do we have reformed children? No, we don't just need talking when they come, you counsel. Oh, more needs to be done. A better plan should be put in place. My personal opinion.
Thank you so much for your thoughts, Miss. Thank you so much.
That's an update. The parents as well as the Miss Gentle were sent on their own recognizance, and they have to return tomorrow at 10 o'clock. Both parties have indicated that the incident was unfortunate, and I don't know what will happen tomorrow when they come. There are some other statements to be documented by the police, and we will see where we go tomorrow with that. But we're happy that Miss Gentle is out and that she's able to go home on her own cognizant, because, you know, this is becoming frequent after teachers in their schools are being attacked. We had one last week, this week, so we're hoping that, you know, incidents of this nature can be eradicated from the school system, because it's happening too frequent. So Miss Gentle is here, and she can go home now and start feeling well. And I want to thank the officers, Ruimveldt Police and Sister Mariska, for standing with her all day. Thank the GS for coming out, Treasurer, and all the branch reps, Sister Kenisha and our team from South. Everybody else, I don't know if everyone is from South, but for the Mars and East, we do appreciate their support. And Ms. Gentle was saying she didn't imagine this would happen. She's very happy that we came. Of course, she's a little bit distraught, and I believe she needs some rest. She's going to take some rest, probably for the rest of the tour, and get herself back in.
Yeah.
Right? So I'll ask Brother Collis to come, GS will come, and based on the outcome of that initial thing, we will decide on the way forward. Right?
Thank you all for your support. Thank you very much.
Mr. President, in talking to your teachers, you talk about, you know, this escalation, this new trend. Talk to us about that and your concern.
Yes, we've seen for this year alone over a dozen. Maybe this is about the 13th case or incident that took place within the schools, where there has been confrontation between parents or students and teachers, and we believe that this is an unacceptable thing that we see surging in Guyana. Obviously, we have to revisit our laws to provide better protection for our teachers. One of the things we have noticed is that the schools do have security, but we've been saying for years that the security that is at the school are not very able-bodied people generally, and therefore they offer limited or no protection to our teachers.
So we'd like to see several things done, and we're looking forward to engage the Ministry of Education with a view to revising some of the legislation to deal with these upsurge in terms of incidents where teachers are being assaulted and attacked on the plant. So we hope that our teachers, like you see here this afternoon, will continue to show that these kind of things we wanted them to stop. And as you see this crowd here this afternoon, we also had another showing in West Northeast where the entire staff and as we call the entire country persons would have come out, because we feel generally as a teachers union and the teacher representative that it is too much.
So you talked about the changes that are necessary. Parents are certainly going to be watching. What do you say to parents?
We're saying to parents that this is not acceptable to go into schools. Obviously, teachers have the best interest of your child. Children spend at least 6 hours a day at school. The rest they spend at home. And therefore, the school is like their second home. The teachers are like their second parents. And generally, what I know, teachers look out for these children to complete their SBAs, to complete their projects, to ensure that they have their notes and to explain the work and to give guidance generally. So teachers are not there to spite anybody's child, and we want parents to take that out of their minds. Teachers are there to help your child and to see that your child excel at their education.
Thank you very much, President Mark Lyte. Thank you so much. Most welcome. Yeah. Share the damn live. Smash the emoji button, folks, and partner with us. That's some of what we encountered down there at the Ruimveldt Police Station. As I said, we also spoke to the teacher who was attacked. You saw her there, Miss Semple. We spoke to her as well. But for those of you who are just joining us and didn't get a chance to see what happened down there at the Huston Secondary School before we talked to Miss Semple, who was the teacher who was allegedly assaulted there, here is what took place at that school during the course of the day. Brace it over! Brace it over!
Miss Winston College. What we popping now? Miss Gentle, stop the man. Miss Gentle, stop. Miss Gentle, stop. Lock it up somewhere. Miss Gentle, stop the man. Miss Gentle. Yes, Fabio. Miss Gentle, come on, man. Come on. Miss Gentle, stop the man. Miss Gentle, stop the man. Oh, fuck, bye. Oh, God. Miss Gentle. Excuse me. I don't call the police. As we said, folks, that's just some of what went on today. We spoke with Miss Semple as she emerged from the lockups there at Ruimveldt Police Station,
We spoke to her as well. Folks, I want to put you on notice that Miss Semple could not speak to all of the issues concerned there because it's still a legal matter and they have to report back to the station tomorrow. But she did speak to us, and this is some of what she said just this afternoon as she emerged, as we said, from the Ruimveldt Police Station.
Yes, we have been caught up in this unfortunate situation. Tell us your thoughts now, having emerged from the police station on the issue.
So, Duncan, good evening. My thought is that as a teacher, I think it is the time has come for us to work collaboratively with parents and students in order to eradicate this issue. It seems as though this is a new COVID that is happening, and it's really not good for us as teachers, neither students who are in our care for more than 5 hours. And a school is a home away from home. So this is not what we want to happen. We want to have a good relationship with parent, teacher, and the student. What's paramount here is us educating the students who are in our charge. So that's all I'm asking for, a collaborative effort, a relationship with parent, teacher, and the student. Education is of paramount importance in there.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Yep, that is Miss Gentle. That is Miss Gentle, who was allegedly assaulted by that parent and that teacher there at the Huston Secondary School on the East Bank. Yep. Folks, I can add, I can subtract from it. Philomena Fontenelle, Pamela Dover, Natasha Jamat, Junior Holder, Sharon Castillo, Edwards. Folks, you have to look at that and come up to your own observation. But just in case I went by too fast for you guys, take another look and another listen at what Miss Gentle told us today as she emerged from the lockups where she was, Ruimveldt Police Station.
Yes, we have been caught up in this unfortunate situation. Tell us your thoughts now, having emerged from the police station on the issue.
So, Duncan, good evening. My thought is that as a teacher, I think it is the time has come for us to work collaboratively with parents and students in order to eradicate this issue. It seems as though this is a new COVID that is happening, and it's really not good for us as teachers, neither students who are in our care for more than 5 hours. And a school is a home away from home. So this is not what we want to happen. We want to have a good relationship with parent, teacher, and the student. What's paramount here is us educating the students who are in our charge. So that's all I'm asking for, a collaborative effort, a relationship with parent, teacher, and the student. Education is of paramount importance in there.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Want to keep getting the best in the ring? Yes, you can help us to keep going by partnering with us through your contributions. And it's easy. Send us a daily, weekly, or monthly donation, whichever is most convenient to you. Cash App at $in-the-ring592, Zelle and PayPal in-the-ring592@gmail.com, or WhatsApp us on 627-6963 for how to contribute via MoneyGram and Western Union and for MMG payments. Want to keep getting the best in the ring? Yes, you can help us to keep going by partnering with us through your contributions. And it's easy. Send us a daily, weekly, or monthly donation, whichever is most convenient to you. Cash App at $in-the-ring592, Zelle and PayPal in-the-ring592@gmail.com, or WhatsApp us on 627-6963 for how to contribute via MoneyGram and Western Union and for MMG payments. Want to keep getting the best in the ring?
That being said, folks, that's how we keep doing more shows like this. That's how we keep creating more content like this, folks. Valid, credible information. That being said, that's our time and that's our program. Thanks for being here with us tonight, good folks. That's my time and that's my program. Respect and manners. Keep it real, folks. Stay woke out there. Stay vigilant. Good to see you, Charles Sanders, Hazelin King, David Rodriguez, Yvonne Daly, is it Yannick Elias, Alison Cortez, they got some fancy names there, Auntie Sandra, Rumiki Morik, Rumiki, or is it Rumini, Rukmini Morik. Why you got simple names like Tom and Jim and Ted, man. Michael Andrew Coates, good to see you folks. Share the damn like before you go. Smash that emoji button and let me go down the road, good folks. Let me go down the road. Wilma Grant, Junior Holder, and all the other folks who are joining us this evening. Share the like before you go. Smash that emoji button. Let me go down the road. Yvonne Daly, Diane Graves Andy, Linda Booker, Charles Nelson, Rosetta Barton, Shane Blackman, and all the other folks. Peace and power. Stay safe out there, guys. Stay safe. We love all of you. And thanks for being part of our show and part of our community. That's going to do it for us. Stay safe. That's it. That's it.